Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, and welcome to Conservatives Cool Talk Radio. I'm your host, Wayne Bradley. Welcome to the show tonight. We're going to talk about a few things this evening. I want to also let you know that we're also streaming this broadcast, so you can either check me out on the radio or also look at it live on Ustream Radio. Thank you for everybody that's listening tonight. I want to welcome you. We've got a few issues we're going to talk about this evening, and I guess I want to start it off by talking about the troop subject that we're doing here. General McChrystal, he requested 60,000 troops with a minimum of 40,000. Now, what President Obama's done is he's gone ahead and he's going to send in 30,000 troops regardless of what the general has requested. And I kind of think that right there, I've been kind of gentle as of, lately on my criticism, because I do realize you got to give somebody a chance to succeed and do the things that we have to do to be successful. Everything takes time. But if the man that you hired is the general and he's requesting a certain amount of troops, either you give him the troops at all or stand your ground. If you don't believe in war, just say you don't believe in the war and start pulling people out like you said you were going to do when you were elected. Those are my personal feelings. I think that he ought to give the troops that are requested, or stand your ground and move any troops at all. I mean, some people I've heard liberals say that we just shouldn't give any troops. Well, if that's what you really believe, you think that that's the way to win, go ahead and do that. Realistically, that's not the way that we're going to win this war. So, and Obama, give him credit for that, realizes he's going to have to do something. But this right here is where I draw the line on him always being a politician, instead of taking a stand. Either you believe we need more troops, which he's demonstrating by sending 30, go ahead and send the 40 like the general requested, and don't appease people on the left who don't want you to send anybody at all, because you're not doing what's required of the mission by just only giving out, let's say, 30,000 troops instead of what the minimum. Like I said, the mainstream media is making a big deal of, it's 30,000 and they'll get another 10 from NATO. He requested a minimum of 40,000 troops, and this is his general that he's appointed, so I don't see why he wouldn't take the advice of this person. I see we already got a caller in, so I'm going to take my first call for the evening, and let's see what's going on out here. Caller, how you doing? Caller? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, first call, we lost the call there. If you were on the line there and want to call back in, give me a call, 347-996-3175. Again, that number is 347-996-3175. I'm also doing this broadcast live on Ustream, so if you have friends that might not, they can either log in through the Ustream broadcast or listen also on Blog Talk Radio. So I want to hear from you, 347-996-3175. Like I said, again, I kind of think it's more or less it speaks to the arrogance, the fact that he won't listen to the people that are in place. This is the military personnel. This is what these people have been trained to do. They understand the strategies and the things that need to be done to win this war, and he's not listening to those people. So I think that he could do that and listen to the people and realize that that he these is what they requested of him, and he's gonna have to step it up, and he's gonna have to do what they request. I want to get calls 347-996-3175. I want to hear from my first caller this evening. Again, I think that if your general recommends 40,000 minimum troops, send him 40,000 minimum troops. The president is like, I always look at things in almost the way you compare things with sports. He's the general manager. General McChrystal, he's the coach. He's out there on the field. He's working with these guys, and they're trying to win. So that's what's going on. He needs to listen to his coach. He needs a certain amount of people out there, and that's what I would compare that to. It's unfortunate that he's not doing that right now, but hopefully maybe with the right He's obviously he hasn't been listening to Joe Biden. Joe Biden said he didn't recommend any more troops. So I wonder who is he listening to right now? Let me hear from you tonight. 347-996-3175. You can also see this broadcast live on Ustream. So I want to hear from you. I'm going to go to some tweets and see what's going on. Got a few issues we're going to talk about tonight. I guess, again, that it really bothers me with his stance on this because I kind of feel like he's just he's trying to make everyone happy, and you can't necessarily do that in this situation. You can't play politics with the war. So I just want to see him do what's right. And, like I said, listen to the people that surround him. He said that if this is the guy you appointed to be in charge, and he says he needs troops, why wouldn't you do that? I want to hear from you, America. I want to hear what you have to say. 347-996-3175. Call in. So, I want to hear from some people this evening. What do you think? What do you think the president should do? Should he not send any more troops? Should he go with his, with the recommendation of what the general is insisting, which is 40,000 troops? He's going to be giving his speech this evening at 8, so I'm sure we'll all be listening and checking in on that. But I want to hear what you have to say, America. Give me a call, 347-996-3175. I want to hear from you. I'm going to go on Twitter and see what tweets I got going on there. The feeling I get with some liberals on this issue is that maybe he didn't have to send any troops at all. And, from that standpoint, yeah, you're right. He could have not sent any troops at all. But again, are we trying to win or are we trying to appease somebody here? If we're going to win, we got to send out troops. We got to do the right thing. We got to win. We can't give up and we can't fall back now. So, again, I guess that's the biggest issue with that. It's been a busy week at the White House. You had unexpected visitors drop in, party crashers. There's been speculation on to how they made it in there, and the fact that if they, why were they there? Why hasn't anybody gotten in trouble? And who's responsible for letting those people in there? Kind of, meaningless stuff. But in a way, it's not because we're dealing with the security of our president, and people were in there that we got to meet them, we got very close to them that weren't authorized to be there, weren't supposed to be there. So a lot of speculation on how that happened, and why no one's gotten in any trouble yet. So I definitely, like I said, these are small things in that stature because it sounds like it has something to do with a TV program or something, some kind of reality TV program, and I would imagine that whenever that show does hit the air, it's going to be a major night when that show actually airs. So it'll be interesting. Let's go here and check out some tweets and see what we have here. All right, I got someone calling in saying if the general asked 40,000 troops, why would you only send 30,000? Because the magic teleprompter told him to. Like I said, I don't know where that number comes from. If again, if the general says he needs 40,000, just send 40,000 troops. And again, the media is only playing out the fact that he asked for 40,000. He asked for a minimum of 40,000. He actually said he needed 60,000. So again, I don't see the logic in that. If your guy, the person that you appointed, is requesting that, why would you give it to him? Now you have his vice president who says he doesn't need to send anybody. So then you wonder who's giving him his advice and where is he getting these numbers from? Is it the same people that are telling him that this is a budget neutral health care bill over $1 trillion? So I don't know where he's getting the information from, and I would trust more what the general says than any advisors that are telling him a way to make everyone happy by picking a number that seems like we're giving it our best shot, and it's really not. He's kind of like doing what he did when he was a senator, voting present by sending someone, but obviously not doing everything we need to do. And so, I'm a little disappointed at that. Let me hear what you got to say, callers. 347-996-3175. I want to hear from you this evening. Let me know how things were. How was your holiday? I want to hear from you. Let's check out what we got on tweets here. Yeah, I would imagine that Colin Powell's not happy, and again, he supported him. I admire Colin Powell, so you will not find, I won't say a bad word about him. He felt at the time, I guess, that he wanted to support, change or something, something like that, and that's fine. But I guarantee, as a military guy, that he's not happy with the idea of sending, not sending out the recommended amount of troops. And so, you learn, you live and learn. Again, this guy comes from a non-military background. He's, no military experience, no military training. So you kind of wonder where is he getting the numbers and where is he getting his information from to make these decisions. All right, we're back on the air, back on the radio again. Give me a call, America. Let me know how you feel. How's this working with you? 347-996-3175. I want to know how you feel about the idea of not sending enough troops. I think it's a good idea. And where are we going here with this? I mean, what's the point? Is it just more of the same of the trying to appease and make people happy? Is this a good idea? What do we do? What do we do to move forward? Give me a call. 347-996-3175. I want to hear from you. If you get a chance, I would like you to check out conservativeiscool.com. It's a website where you get news from different vantage points, so you can kind of make your own decisions. The blog site with all different kind of new articles on politics and culture. I want to hear from you tonight. I want to hear what you think about the troop surge, amongst other things. Like I said, it's kind of quiet tonight. 347-996-3175. Let me hear from you, America. Coco 902. How's it going on Beverly Hills? If you're watching, how you doing? You want to call in? Feel free. Quiet night out there. I want to hear from you, America. I want to hear your opinions on how you feel. Do you think this is the right strategy? Again, he's going on at 8 o'clock tonight, so we'll all be listening. And next week, I think we're going to do some during the day shows. We might actually do a 2 o'clock show, so if you're at work or something like that, you want to tune in, you can, or watch it live on the Ustream broadcast. We're going to do some different times, try to see if we can get more people involved. Check out my website, conservativeiscool.com. And like I said, let's hear from you this evening. It's been kind of quiet. 347-996-3175. I can check out some more tweets and see if anybody's calling in. I missed a call or two earlier, so if I missed your call, I apologize. Call back in. I'm working the boards and commentating at the same time, so be patient with me sometimes if I don't catch the call immediately. I am doing my best here, so give me a call, 347-996-3175. I'm broadcasting live, so we're on Ustream also, CIC TV. Hoping to hear from some people this evening. Let's see what we got here on Twitter. Kind of quiet out there tonight. What do you have to say, America? I'm curious to hear what you say regarding. Like I said, I understand giving the president a chance, so I'm fair with that. But I believe that again, in a situation like this, you ought to go with your military advising and send the proper amount of troops. I'm looking for calls, 347-996-3175. I'm also Ustream Live. Okay. I think we got our first call this evening. Let me take a call here. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, caller, you're on the air.
Can you hear me?
I sure can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm okay. It's not the same as what I'm seeing on the screen here. This is CKWB from Detroit.
CKWB from Detroit. I think I know who you are. How you doing? How you doing this evening?
I'm fine. I'm going to move farther away from the screen because I'm getting too much feedback here. In a perfect world, we would love to not have to send any troops anywhere and to be able to bring all of them back home. But
right.
That apparently that is obviously is not it's not a perfect world. And that's not going to happen. I don't understand why the president would not be following the general's recommendations, but I'm going to reserve judgment on that until I hear his explanation this evening.
Okay. Yeah. That's the thing. I guess that's the biggest issue I have is that where does he get the number from? I mean, if the general's requesting, and again, the bigger issue is I want people to understand is that he requested 60,000 troops. He said a minimum of 40,000, and so it's like to maybe appease the left who doesn't want him to send anybody. He's going to say, well, I only sent 30,000. I didn't send what he asked for, which was the 60. I did half of that, sent him 30. So I understand. He's trying to work both sides of the fence, possibly. And I just don't think you should play politics with people's lives of the war. If he only needed 30,000 troops, he would have asked for 30,000 troops.
Right.
So
I don't know what you just did that was different, but I could hear you very clearly just right at the end. The other part was I could hear you, but it was garbly.
So can you hear me now? Is it better?
No, it was clear for a moment, and now it's I can hear you fine on the speaker on Ustream, but on the phone I'm having trouble hearing you. I understood what you said, but it's garbly over the phone.
Okay, maybe I have to check my technical stuff here. We had some issues last week with the actual with the broadcast on the radio. Is that any better?
Just right then when you said better, that came through clear, but the part before it did not.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, well, let's see if we can try to get it a little. Let's see if we can do better. Is that better?
Nope, not on the phone. It isn't.
Okay. All right. Well, while we're working through these technical difficulties here. Let's see if we can.
Okay. The couple that crashed the state dinner.
Yes.
I'm anxiously awaiting to see what they're claiming. They're swearing with a straight face. No, we are not lying. We were invited. The members of the Black Caucus said that they recently had a dinner, and they had to have them escorted. They showed up and swore they were invited. The Black Caucus said they were definitely not on the list, and they had to have them escorted out. So this is not the first time they've tried this. And they stand there with a straight face, just like the family of the little boy and the so-called the balloon. So that's going to be interesting. I guess publicity and money, all I can figure. Anyway, I'm enjoying your show, and I just wanted to call in and give a little comment there. And I'm enjoying your show. Keep up the good work. It's good, even if I don't always agree with your point of view. It's good to hear a thinking person, someone who's actually thinking and not just spouting
Right.
spouting
Well,
rhetoric.
I appreciate that, Mom. I love you.
I love you too, son. Have a good
All right.
show. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, that was my liberal loving mom over there. I love her to death. She doesn't agree with a lot of the stuff I say, so it was good hearing from her. I got a tweet here. Someone said, "Why is VP Biden so silent on the troop increase?" Well, the reason why he's silent is because he didn't want a troop increase at all, and I don't quite see the logic in that. But he didn't want a troop increase at all. So if that's how he's feeling, it makes sense that he wasn't saying it because Obama doesn't listen to him. Well, welcome to the club, VP Biden. Doesn't listen to you either, huh? Well, welcome to the club. I don't know who he's listening to. I don't know if it's just Rahm Emanuel and just his Chicago buddies or who he's listening to, but it's very interesting to hear, to listen to. I want to hear it at 8 o'clock. I'm going to give him a chance. I disagree with the idea of not going along with your military personnel. If we're still having technical difficulties, give me a call in just to let me know. Try to work this out, see what's going on. This is 2 weeks in a row. We might have had some issues with the mics, so want to get that taken care of. So give me a call. Let me know how you feel. 247-996-3175. Read through some of my tweets here. I made a statement earlier about saying you can't vote president anymore, and you got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And what I mean by that is the idea that if he's against the war, which a lot of his people are, then he ought to just pull out the war. Don't support the war and just say that you're not going to send anybody else out there. Instead of sending out half the people that you need or something like that, it doesn't do us any good. And again, that's only kind of politicizing the issue, kind of making it something where you're going to send some people just cover a certain amount of people. I got another call coming in here, so I'm going to take a call and see who it is. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello, Mr. Wayne Bradley. This is Independent Tony from Detroit, Michigan.
Independent Tony from Detroit, Michigan. How you doing?
Oh, I'm not bad. How you doing today?
All right. How's the broadcast coming in over there? Everything sounding good?
It's very distorted. It goes in and out at times.
Okay. We gotta work on that. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, I was calling. It's tough for me to pass judgment on why he's sending 30,000 troops as opposed to 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever the number is that he was referred to. But it's hard for me to believe that he just made up that number off the top of his head. Like, okay, well, you said 40, I'm going to send 30. I don't think that's a rebellious act. That I don't think that is going on that way. I think we should hold off on passing judgment till we find out what exactly was the situation of why that number was selected. Is it a financial thing? Is it some advice from someone else or something like that? So we need to really figure out what the exact reason was. Now, if he goes on tonight and says, yeah, I was advised to send 40,000, but I don't think we need 40, I need 30, then, yeah, that's a problem. But if he says 30,000, that was in the budget and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, then it's justified. We are in enough financial stress as a nation to pay $1 million per troop, that $1 million a year per person that goes over there. We're already in enough financial stressful situation as a nation to just arbitrarily send an extra 10,000 if that was the reason. So my thing is, let's not pass judgment on what the reason is till we figure out what exactly it was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He asked for 60,000 troops in Penn. He asked for 60,000 troops, and as opposed to sending the 60,000 troops, he sends 30.
He cut it in half at 30.
Well, I mean, again, this is someone who doesn't have any military experience. Where is he getting his information from?
Exactly. So my thing is that this man doesn't have any military experience.
This is the guy he appointed.
I can't hear you break it. I can't hear what you're saying.
He appointed that guy. This is also somebody he appointed, right?
Yeah, it's the guy he appointed, but like I said, he doesn't have any military experience, so I'm finding it really hard to believe. I don't care how arrogant you are. If you don't have any experience in the field, I'm finding it really hard to believe that you arbitrarily picked a number on your own. So this had to come from somewhere. Like I said, I don't know if it was financials, if it was other military personnel. Whatever the case may be, I find it hard to believe that someone with no military background has just arbitrarily decided how many troops are needed in a certain area. You know, I mean, maybe the general said he wanted more, and then when you go to somewhere to negotiate, you know, you always start with the higher number and end up leaving with the number that you really wanted. So maybe it was a situation like that. We don't know. Hello?
Sorry about that. My lovely mother-in-law calling over to the house. So do you think that's the right strategy?
I didn't hear what you said.
So do you think that's the right strategy?
That was a fair strategy.
Take out to only send a less amount of what the actual senators recommend.
I'm not hearing you. Mr. Bradley.
Can you hear me now?
I heard barely.
Barely.
I heard you say that you think that's a fair strategy, and that's it.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, a little bit better.
Okay.
Now, do I think what's a fair strategy?
Do you think that's a good idea? I mean, again, this is the guy that you put in place to.
Well, like I said, it depends. It depends on how the number came about. We're talking about numbers here. It depends on how the number came about. I understand that this is the guy you put in place to do a certain job, but he's not acting alone. You know, you have a CEO of a corporation. If you treat America like a business, you got your CEO, you have the people you appoint, and the people you appoint have people around them and things like that also. So once you get everybody together in a frame of mind, then it's decided, what happens. Now, like I said, if President Obama decided that, my general gave me this amount of people, but I'm going to give him this amount of people because I came up with this decision, then yeah, that's wrong because you're appointing that. But if you got your finances in the room, you got your generals in the room, you got everybody in the room, and then that's the number that came out of the room, then I'm okay with that. Like I said, and then you never know. Sometimes, like I said, you go to the place, you go to anywhere, ABC warehouse, anything like that. You want a TV for, you want to spend $2,500 for a TV. The salesperson know he needs to get $2,500 for the TV. He might start you out at $4,000 just to end up with $2,500, and everybody's happy. You feel like you won, and he feel like he won. So let's just get all the facts together before we, pass judgment on what that actual number was supposed to be.
Okay, well,
you sound a lot better now.
Okay, I think we got the right mix here now. I think the bigger issue, I said, if it's some kind of, do you think he should base his numbers a lot off finances? Because being a businessman, I keep hearing that word.
You started to break up again.
I keep hearing the word finances.
No, I said if that was the reason. I said if you got all these people in the room, if it was a financial crisis, if it was that wasn't the actual number that were needed, if it was a negotiating thing, we need to we need to hear what he has to say to tell him why that number came about. Like I said, now if he gets on this evening and tell us that, everybody, we all convene and we all the powers that be, we got our heads together and we decided that, you know, economically and economically, this we can do this and we can do this safely with this number, then I'm okay with that. But if he said that, you know, all of my advice was to go with 40, 50, 60,000, and I decided to go with 30 anyway, then there's where my problem lies.
Okay. Do you think he trusts military people?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say if he can trust anybody, to be totally honest with you right now. But if I think he trusts. Yeah, I think he trusts the military people because he appointed them. You know, it takes a long time to build trust because if it was something that you were against originally, it's hard. You have to be persuaded to be trusting in that way.
And that's that's my issue. I think he's against it. So he's against it. He ought to just say that instead of sending out half of a team. You know?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. But if it's needed, though, if it's needed, you can't. Just because you're against something, you can't make a decision about. You're the president of the United States. Because you don't feel that that's right, you have to make the best decision for the country. Okay. And even if he wanted to see zero, and the best decision for the country was to have to send troops, then he has to send troops. Now, like I said, the way they came about with that number is something that I don't know. I don't know where the number came from. I don't know where the 30,000 came from. That's what I would like to find out.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the call.
Oh yeah, and about your party crashers. That's interesting. They say they wasn't invited, but they do have contacts who told them that they supposedly told them that they can come, but then I guess that contact said that they said that they couldn't come later, and she even left voicemails and things like that. So it's hard to say. It's real hard to say. The Secret Service, I mean, getting by there is interesting enough. I mean, I went to a college in where President Clinton gave the commencement speech, and my dorm was across the street from the stadium, and it was so ridiculously secured that I could not even leave my dorm room at the time. So, just for them to be two average Joes off the street and go to something like that, I find it hard to believe. So it's something a little deeper than we all know right now, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Now,
a favor for somebody?
Pardon?
You think it could be a favor for somebody, for some TV show, or?
I think it could be. I think they probably were actually, got invited or something like that. And it could be a setup for, something in the bigger picture, like a reality show. But if they were doing a reality show, then I think that's going to be down the drain right now. Because
I doubt it. I doubt it very seriously.
I do. I think that's going to be down the drain right now because they got no more thunder. This is their little thing. They crashed the White House party. Now they get their 15 minutes of fame, but after that, now what's next?
The actual woman on that show is actually supposed to be doing the Housewives of Washington.
Yeah, she's trying to do the Housewives of Washington D.C. Yeah, I saw that.
You imagine the actual publicity that she's getting to actually be on the show. She's gonna be a star coming on the show. She can actually explain that night and relive it. And in America, I hope that.
Yeah, they'll definitely feed. America would definitely feed into that. But for security to be that lax at the White House and you have a prime minister there, that just seems something's a little fishy going on with that. Something's a little fishy. I don't think it's as cut and dry as them sneaking in as we all think it is. It's something a little bit deeper than that. I don't know. But it's something a little bit deeper than that. I just can't see that happening that easily. And I'm not a naive person by any means, but I just can't see something happen like that easily.
Gotcha.
They're walking and taking pictures, and they're doing the whole red carpet thing. They're doing the whole nine. So that's just difficult for me to go with right now. So maybe when everything comes out, we'll see what happened, what actually happened. They've named names, and so we'll see what happens. And I understand they got escorted by the Black Caucus to get out of there, but You know,
yeah.
man, I
Amazingly
thought,
enough, they caught him. They caught him at his They caught him at the Black Caucus event.
yeah, the Black Caucus. I was watching the interview they did this morning, and he actually named the law firm that whose guest he was at that particular dinner, that particular gala, and they said they didn't get escorted out. But who knows? I mean, two Caucasian individuals at the Black Caucus, I don't think it'd be too, I'm sure that the numbers at that meeting were probably like 80%, 20% or something like that in that range. So I think that all the non-African Americans that were there were probably noticed, So so that'll be very, very, and it seemed like back then that'd have been a bigger story back then too. The way the NAACP reacts to things and stuff like that. So it seemed like we'd have known about that before now.
I think we'll hear more about it in the coming days, and I'm sure in some kind of season premiere coming in January. So, but I tell you what, man, thanks for calling in this evening. Spread the word, let everybody know if you have any political opinions or anything. They're more than welcome to call to the show.
All right.
Thanks a lot, man.
Okay, Conservative Bradley.
Bye-bye.
All right.
So we got people that seem to be willing to give the president a chance. They want to hear his speech this evening, and I'll be interested to hear that also. I just believe in if you hired this guy to do this, and that you trust in his opinion, then you ought to let him. Call the shots. So give me a call this evening. I'm here for 347-996-3175. I'm also doing this broadcast live on Ustream. So how you doing out there in Ustream? Give me a call. See if you got any tweets here. They say here I found somebody that sent me an article over saying that Bush agrees on the Huffington Post of all things that Bush and officials they praised Obama. I'm sure they did because they know that he had plenty of people pulling at him not to send any more troops. So I mean, again, if you're comparing 30,000 troops to no troops at all, to not getting involved, I think that's commendable. I'm glad he's doing that because I'm sure he's getting pressure from the left to not do anything. So I commend him for doing that. However, again, if you need 40, send 40. Don't send 30. Let's hear what you got to say tonight. 347-996-3175. You can also watch this live on Ustream, and you can also watch it live from conservativescool.com, where we have the Ustream broadcast. So feel free to check that out. Give me a call, 347-996-3175. I want to hear from some conservatives this evening. We always seem to get a lot of calls from the liberals this evening, from the last 2 weeks, actually. More people that support Obama than not. So I want to hear from some conservatives this evening. Let me know. Vanessa, how you doing out there in Baltimore? Give me a call. Everybody out in Texas that I've had people giving me a call, give me a call this evening, 347-996-3175. I want to hear from you. I no doubt in my mind that people, Republicans are probably very happy that he's sending troops. And there's an exact reason for why he has his number, or if he's going to say, I'll send 30 with the idea we see it's necessary in the next couple months, send another surge, fine. And maybe he just doesn't want to tell that to people. I don't have a problem with that, but he's got to recognize it. That strategy is flawed. Excuse me. So give me a call. I want to hear from you. 347-996-3175. I had somebody this evening said they wanted to call in on the healthcare debate. If you want to call in, give me a call. I'm going to tweet you directly and say to call in. Call in right now. I want to hear your side of the story on the healthcare debate. We got a lot of issues going on. I guess that's been the biggest issue of the day. Obviously, is the press, the troop surge. So that's been the issue of the day. But we can definitely cover other issues this evening. We can cover healthcare. We talked a little bit about Sarah Palin. I seem to get a lot more people calling in. So give me a call. I want to hear from you. It's been a slow night here out in Twitter land. Like I said, maybe next week I'm going to look at calls, maybe doing a different time, maybe during the day, getting some different calls in. It's, maybe a lot of people getting ready for dinner, preparing for their evening. I'm going to start doing some different times so I can kind of get an idea when is a good time to get them, more of my friends and followers giving me a call. Like I said, we're going to hit 10,000 before the week is out, 10,000 Twitter followers, so I think that's awesome. I really, that's the word they use. I like calling them friends because I get a lot of back talk with people from both sides of the aisle, and again, like I said, we can disagree with each other as long as we keep it respectful. That's all I ask. We gotta stay away from using ugly words and making things personal. So, like I said, I disagree with the president, but I don't dislike him. I think for the most part, he's a likable person. It's just that his policies, I disagree with them. So, like I said, either way it goes, try to keep it respectful. Give us a call, 347-996-3175. I want to hear from you. What other issues that we got going on here? Obviously, the health care debate. They're still trying to get that bill passed. A big issue with that is they won't put into the bill that they won't cover illegals. And I think a lot of people, when Joe Wilson yelled Joe liar, he got a lot of trouble for that. But at this point, he hasn't had a lot of people challenge him anymore because I'm starting to realize that when they read through all 2,000 pages of that bill, there's a lot of stuff in there people aren't talking about, and a lot of things that just get passed without anybody checking the checks and balances because that's business as usual. That's how things have been going on in D.C. And I guess if I was seeing that, more of the change that he said he was going to bring, I could be willing and more patient to deal with some of the other things I might disagree on because I think D.C. is messed up as a whole. They've let down the people in general. It's not just one party. Both parties have done that. So both sides sharing blame and letting down the people in America. It's not just about calling out Obama. Both sides have let us down, and I'll call out either side or anybody that's not looking out first and foremost for the American people. Using the analogy earlier that he's the general manager. Well, we're the owners of the team. The people are the owners of the team. We elect him to be the general manager. He runs the team, and General McChrystal, he's a coach. And the coach said he needs a certain amount of players. He needs to get those players so he can win. And that's the analogy I use. But a lot of times I think we forget that we're actually the owners. We're the people that put the president. We voted for him. We have a voice, and he promised to be that voice. So I think people ought to hold him accountable. Right now, he's kind of just dancing between both sides, and I think again, this is a situation where people from both sides you have to hold him accountable and hold all the politicians. The Democrats have a majority in the Senate and Congress, and they still can't get the bill passed because those guys want to keep their jobs. As much as they want to support the president, they want to have a job past 2010, 2012. So, if it was that simple, they would have passed the bill already, and it would have got passed. So, again, this is for the people. I do this radio show for the people to get your opinions. If enough people call in, enough people make a voice, this is all recorded. This goes on iPods, and it can be uploaded. This get to the right people where they know what the people want. I'm not. I'm a Republican. I make no bones about that. I'm conservative, but at the same time, I'm willing to listen to other people, and I think that's what the politicians need to do. Is listen to the people that first elected them, and also work amongst each other instead of playing partisan, politics where you're only working with the people that agree with you, what you say. Everybody needs to work together to get things done. That's what this country is really all about, and I'd like to see more of that from both sides. We elected President Obama, he was elected as president, and he seems to be reminding people of that more than anything as far as the way he's dealing with, politics as far as both sides of the fence. You know, I was elected president, so I can do it how I want to do it, and I'm not comfortable with that, and I'm sure a lot of other Americans aren't. Callers, give me a call if you're listening tonight. Maybe we're having technical difficulties because it's been a really slow evening and everybody's called in. I check that out. 347-996-3175. Give me a call. We got another 15 minutes on the air tonight. We're also broadcasting live on Ustream, so I like to give everyone a chance to do it, an interactive chance to work with me here and listen to me. I appreciate everyone that's watching the show live on Ustream. So give me a call, 347-996-3175. Want to hear from you. Also, again, we're on Ustream. I wonder what the technical difficulties were, but we're going to work through it. Might even go back on the air later this week so we can get all the kinks worked out. This is the beginning of a show, so again, you're going to have times when that kind of thing happens. Hope you continue to support the show. Again, so I apologize if it's sounding bad out there. 347-996-3175. I hope to hear from you. Go back to Twitter and see what we got any tweets out here this evening. Now, I figured the reason why he would have hired Biden to be his VP is because he had the experience in international issues and that sort of thing. So I figure that's why he hired him. But he obviously was not comfortable with taking his advice on the troop increase in Afghanistan. But I commend Obama on that case because there's no doubt that we needed a troop increase. They've been asking for it for months. And you gotta think that General McChrystal's a little disappointed because again he asked for 60 with a minimum of 40. And the number that we keep reporting is the 40, which is fine. That's with a minimum of what he requested, and he still again is only getting 30. There's going to be NATO help to hopefully to maybe pick up on some of the slack that we're leaving out there. But again, I think that when you have your general saying he needs this amount of help, then you ought to do it. So we got another caller calling in here, so I'm going to take the call here. How you doing out there?
How's it going, buddy?
All right. How you doing this evening?
Pretty good. Just checking in. You mentioned you've been getting a lot of Sarah Palin activity, huh?
That was last week's show. Last week we had a lot of people calling in on the show. Hold on real quick. I'm going to try to take this other call real quick. Bye.
Okay. How's it going, buddy? All right. How you doing this evening? Pretty good. Oh, okay. Checking in. You mentioned you've been...
Caller?
Yes?
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good this evening. How are you guys doing?
All right. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from the Caribbean.
Oh, Caribbean. All right. Well, I'm going international here, huh?
That's right. I just thought I'd let you know that you had some listeners a long ways away.
That's awesome. That is really
One of the reasons that I listen is because you, I think, are in Michigan.
Yes, I am.
And that was my home state originally.
Oh, okay. Right. What part of Michigan did you live in?
I'm sorry?
What part of Michigan did you live in?
Traverse City.
Oh, okay. Love
long
Traverse
ways north of you, right?
Yes. So about 2.5, 3 hour drive from where I live at. But yes, I've been to Traverse City a few times.
Yeah, it's beautiful up there, but it's just too cold to live there. So we came to the warm part of the world.
I'm very jealous of you right now as I look out to the cold weather in Michigan right now.
I saw that. I'm sorry. I was really calling in to say that I'm giving the president the benefit of the doubt until after I hear his speech this evening. Right. But I noticed on Twitter, like Major Garrett and Jake Tapper, they had gotten some excerpts from his speech ahead of time.
Right. And
it seems like he's really trying to play this to his base by saying this isn't really a troop surge, this is really about our exit strategy. But I'm really concerned about how that's going to make the troops feel.
I would not want to be a troop for this man. For the most part, I'm very fair and even with the president. But I would not want to be a troop for this man because he doesn't understand the military, and that's one of the things when you elect a president who doesn't have military experience. You can expect that a little bit, but the idea for him not to listen to his military personnel bothers me the most.
Well, I do have a child that's active duty military, and I won't repeat any of their comments about the leadership. Not fit to air, but
well, that's one thing. We're on lines, but I can imagine. We'll keep it friendly for this thing, but I can imagine that kind of. I mean, he's not supporting them. If the general asked for 40,000, a minimum of 40,000, he should have sent that.
Yeah, he should have. And I really, for my child, and he's not a child, he's an adult, but I mean, he's my child.
He's your child, always.
But from his point of view, it's really about leadership. The young men and women who join the military, leadership is so important, from the next man up to the next man up, all the way up to the presidents. And when you don't have leadership falling down, trickling down, it really affects the morale of the men and women in uniform.
I think that's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
And I think that's really a complaint that I hear when I'm around, the men and women in uniform.
So they have complained about the morale being low. I mean, sometimes, a lot of the news, they don't like to talk about that, but I mean, that's not good. The morale is low, and they can see that, again, their leader's not really supporting them the way they should,
Well, they're looking for that leader to step up and go, hey, guys, here's what we're going to do. I've got a plan, and it's, if they can feel from him that he's really behind the plan, that this is his plan, and he's gung-ho about it, and he knows this is going to work to achieve victory, they're going to get behind him.
Right.
But they're not. That's just not coming down the pipe to them. That's not how they feel. And I'm not speaking for all of them, obviously.
Right,
I talked to some of them.
Right. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because, like I said, these men and women are risking their lives, and you want to know that your leader is supporting you.
Right. Third, fourth deployment between Iraq and Afghanistan.
Right. Where's your son positioned at?
He's currently stateside, and he'll wait to see if he gets called out for Afghanistan.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep you and your family. I never got. What's your name, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
I never got your name. I want to keep.
My name's Pam.
Pam, I'll definitely keep you and your family. My prayers. Hopefully, like I said, everything works out. But that's just what we need. Again, I always tell people, let's pray for Obama too.
Okay.
Everyone needs a prayer, but I definitely, I wish he would support the troops a little bit better than that.
Every man and woman in uniform we need to remember in our thoughts and prayers daily. Big shout out to them. They do the hard job.
That definitely they do. They're the real heroes.
All right.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
For time today.
Thanks for calling in. I hope you keep listening, and feel free to call in anytime, okay?
Okay. Thanks very much.
God bless you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, I'm international. I'm international here. That's awesome. That's what's the great thing about the internet. This my website has been viewed in over 28 countries. So I mean, we're all over the place. I definitely, again, all opinions are welcome on the show. We don't censor anybody out or anything like that. As long as you're respectful and you keep without, profanity and things getting really ugly, you're more than welcome to call in and give your opinion. We got 6 minutes left on the show this evening, so like I said, if you got any opinions on how the war is being handled, we got another 5 minutes till the president actually comes on this evening. Someone asked me on here, who should we listen to, the president or me, and I said I'd be more honest. I honestly just feel he's playing a game of politics right now, and I just don't agree with that strategy at all. He wants to appease his base by saying that he's not really doing a troop surge, which he is doing anyway, but he's doing it with the idea of getting this exit strategy. And it'll be interesting to hear his speech. He's smooth, and I expect a good speech from him, but I really want to see him act on something. He said everything he said he was going to do when he was getting elected. You probably wouldn't hear me talk now he's just in politician mode. He's just doing whatever he thinks can keep everyone at bay. Kind of like just voting president. Voting president. That's what he did a lot when he was senator. It appears that that's what he's going to continue to do here by, kind of just standing in between and saying to both sides, look, I gave you something, instead of just standing for whatever he believes in. Again, if you believe that the war is wrong and you want to pull out. That'd be my challenge. Just pull out all the way around. Don't halfway do it. Just pull all the way out. So, but he realizes he can't do that, and I understand that too. But don't put young men and women's lives at risk just to appease. You're doing enough appeasing, you're going all around the world, bowing to people, apologizing for America being the best place in the world to live. Again, that's how I feel about it. This is the best place anywhere else in the world to try to do a live broadcast online and try to criticize your leaders. In a lot of places you could lose your life. This is a great place to live. I love America, and I think we ought to appreciate these things. Some of the things I was last week on Thanksgiving, those were some of the things I thought about being thankful for. Obviously, family, health. We live in a great country, and I think we need to not lose sight of that. Our troops are the real heroes here. Never forget that. Pray for them and their families. Holidays are especially a tough time because they're not there with their families. They're busy protecting all of us and protecting our rights, even for people who don't support them. If you think the war is wrong, again, if you do think the war is wrong, that's your opinion, but you still need to support the troops and make sure that they're getting everything they need to be successful. So I just want to make sure everyone needs to do that. Again, we're going to be doing some things this month, trying to support the troops, and I'll keep you updated on that. I'll go on live for some of the events. I think we're going to do a bowling event at the end of the month for the wounded veterans in Michigan, so I'll keep you updated on that. And we're going to do some things to try to help out. I don't want to just talk about it. I want to do some things to help. And then this radio show is just one of those forums, from my opinion, and for people who have an opinion. Either way it goes, again, it doesn't have to be you agree with me. It could be different, but we all have a voice, and we ought to remember that election time, we need to make the politicians aware of that we have a voice. It's not just for election year should you guys come around and make yourself known. You should do it all the time and make people accountable. And I think that's why a lot of people had an issue with the Tea Parties, because all of a sudden now you're showing up at these guys' offices where they're not used to that. They're used to coming home and pretty much not doing anything. They come home and just sit in the office and do whatever they do. So I think the American people need to continue to use every form possible, because look at all the news sources, make your own. That's why on my website I give you 3 different options. Look at all the different news sites and figure out what's the best sources for you. Come with your own conclusions, because a lot of the stuff they're feeding us is not the truth. So we're logging off soon. I want to thank everyone that called in this evening. I got a couple of calls. Pam, thanks for calling from the Caribbean. My mom and everybody else that called in. Independent Tony. Looking forward to hearing from you again next week. God bless you and good night. We're also broadcasting live on Ustream once again down there also. So good night, everybody. God bless you. I guess we still have 60 seconds on the show. Anybody else on the call in? We're going off in 50 seconds. I want to say thank you again for everyone that was listening. We're going to start bringing in some guests soon, make it a little more exciting. Maybe you guys can call in and ask them some questions. I'm going to be working on some things very soon to bring in some high-powered guests. We can ask them some questions. And again, it's straight from the people to the politicians. That's the idea of it. I can get these people to listen to us if we're in a group and then nobody's making it available. So next week, again, I'll do more calls, 347-996-3175. Also on Ustream. 10 seconds left, so I'm signing off.